Walk into any bookstore today and you'll spot it, a neon-lit corner overflowing with promises. The titles all blur together. 7 Habits, Unleash Your Inner Beast, How to Win Friends and Influence Everyone. The covers? Smiling authors who look like they've never had a bad day. This isn't just a book section, it's a fantasy vending machine. It's a candy store for the soul, offering quick, sugary fixes for every problem. Each book whispers, "Lost? Here's a 5-step plan." Broke? Learn the millionaire mindset. Unhappy? Try these communication hacks. We buy these books because we want to be better, happier, more successful. We're searching for a secret key to unlock the life we think we're supposed to have. The problem isn't self-improvement, it's what's being sold. These shelves are stacked with life hacks dressed up as wisdom, offering the illusion of control in a chaotic world. It's easier to believe a book can fix you than to accept that real growth is slow, messy, and full of failure. So we buy, feeling a jolt of hope. The act of buying becomes a substitute for doing the work. You get a dopamine hit just by putting it in your cart. But most of the time, all you've bought is a temporary feeling of hope. The book gathers dust, motivation fades, and you're back where you started, just $20 lighter. The quick fix was never the fix at all. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most self-help books aren't designed to solve your problems. In fact, many make things worse. The industry thrives on your belief that you're broken and need fixing. If one book actually worked, you'd never buy another, and that's bad for business. These books create a cycle. You read, feel inspired, slip back into old habits, and blame yourself, not the advice. So you buy another, hoping for a magic bullet. The advice is usually a cocktail of feel-good platitudes and oversimplified formulas that crumble in real life. Just be positive until you lose your job. Visualize success. But it won't pay your rent. These books sell a highlight reel, editing out struggle and real obstacles. They make life seem like a simple equation. Follow the advice, get the perfect life. When you fail, you blame yourself, not the system. Real obstacles, like inequality, mental health, or plain bad luck, get ignored. The self-help industry puts all the responsibility on you, and when you fail, the weight feels entirely personal. That's how the cycle keeps spinning. The self-help industry is a multi-billion-dollar machine. It's not about wisdom, it's about revenue. The product? Hope. As long as people feel dissatisfied, there's a market for books, seminars, and courses promising a way out. The industry creates the disease, then sells the cure. Your normal struggles are repackaged as personal failings. Once you're convinced you have a problem, they're ready with a solution, conveniently priced. The goal isn't to empower you to independence, it's to make you a repeat customer. That's why so many books recycle the same ideas with new titles. You're not just buying a book, you're buying into a brand, a guru, a lifestyle. Each purchase deepens your belief that you need their guidance. It's a masterclass in marketing, preying on your insecurities and desires. They're not selling solutions, they're selling a subscription to hope. Every self-help book has an extreme success story. The broke author who becomes a millionaire, the person who cures their illness with positive thinking. These stories are inspiring, but they're classic survivorship bias. We see the one who made it, not the thousands who didn't. It's like interviewing a lottery winner for financial advice. These stories set an impossible bar and ignore luck, privilege, timing, and connections. When you don't get the same results, you blame yourself. The narrative sets you up for disappointment by selling a fantasy. It's inspiration over honest, practical guidance, and it leaves you feeling inadequate. Most self-help damage comes from 3 traps. First, Oversimplified advice: just be confident. Follow your passion. Sounds deep, but offers nothing practical. Second, identity replacement. Books tell you to shed your flawed self and become a warrior or goddess. This teaches you to hate who you are now. Third, the cult of permanent self-optimization. Every part of your life must be hacked for peak performance. This mindset turns life into a never-ending project, fueling anxiety that you're never enough. These traps keep you on the self-help treadmill. Oversimplified advice fails, so you blame your identity. You try to become someone else, which is exhausting. Your failure to optimize everything convinces you you're broken, so you buy another book, hoping for a fix. It's a cycle designed to keep you insecure, dependent, and always buying. The treadmill never stops, and you're the one running in place. Fall into these traps, and you internalize failure. When the 5-step plan doesn't work, you don't blame the advice, you blame yourself. The industry is built to shift blame onto you. The more you feel like a failure, the more you buy. Books use absolute language. This is the only way. When it fails, you think you're the problem. For those already struggling, this is especially cruel. It invalidates real pain and adds shame. You came for help, but got a new reason to hate yourself. Instead of addressing real issues like toxic environments or economic instability, you obsess over fixing your mindset. The industry wants you focused on yourself, because that's what they can sell you. And so the blame game continues. Should you burn every self-help book? No. Some have useful ideas, but you need a new approach. First, stop looking for a savior. Don't expect all the answers. Read like a detective. Hunt for 1 or 2 practical ideas. When you find something useful, focus on just that. Don't try to overhaul your life overnight. Test one small concept. If it works, great. If not, move on. No guilt. Be your own filter. Ask, does this advice fit my life, my values, my circumstances? You're the expert on your own life. Take what resonates, adapt it, and toss the rest. Treat self-help like a buffet, not a prescription. Take what you need, leave what you don't. Stay in control. Never let the book control you. Here's a radical idea. Stop reading only self-help books. The deepest insights aren't found in 7-step formulas. They're in stories. Read novels. Fiction builds empathy and lets you live inside other minds. You'll learn more about human nature from Anna Karenina than from a communication hack. Read history. It gives you perspective and shows your problems are part of a bigger story. It teaches you about systems, power, and change. You're not an island. You're shaped by culture and history. Read philosophy. The Stoics teach resilience. Existentialists force you to ask better questions. Philosophy doesn't give easy answers. It makes you think for yourself. This is the real work of growth. Uncomfortable, slow, but lasting. It's not about quick fixes. It's about building depth. And that's where real change happens. Here's the most important point. You are not a problem to be solved. You're not a broken machine or a life to be optimized. You're a human being, messy, imperfect, and that's okay. The pressure to always improve is exhausting and endless. The self-help mindset keeps moving the goalposts, fueling perpetual dissatisfaction. True growth comes from accepting yourself, flaws and all. It's about self-compassion, not self-criticism. Maybe the best advice is to give yourself a break. Put down the book telling you you're failing. Log off the guru's perfect Instagram. Go outside. Call a friend. Read a story. Do something just for the joy of it. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to be. Accept that, and you can finally start living.